Chronos here, and a bit of housekeeping before we dig into this review. I have been absent from YouTube for a good number of months now, and in my last review, I hinted at what my next review would be. Without getting into too much detail on what happened, I still plan on getting that review out, but it will be later down the timeline, but I can't provide an ETA at this time. As for what I'm doing now, I have started streaming on Twitch. I stream on Tuesdays and Thursdays from 8 till about 11 p.m. PST, and Saturdays from 9 p.m. until about midnight. I have also set up a Facebook page where I'll be posting my reviews when I'm going live on Twitch, as well as any updates. I'm in the middle of working on a Discord as well, so more info on that in the future. All relevant links will be in the description below. Now that all of that is out of the way, let's jump into my review of Paper Mario: The Origami King. In what seemed like no time at all, Paper Mario: The Origami King went from announcement to released in a matter of months. I was very excited and hesitant in equal measure for this game, as the previous entries have been less than stellar. However, I kept an open mind with this game, as what they were showing looked very solid and I was really loving the origami look. So, will Origami King be the Paper Mario game we all want, or will we have just another, "it isn't bad"? Let's find out. Our story begins, as it usually does, with Mario and Luigi coming to visit Princess Peach. This time it is for the Origami Festival. However, when they get there, they find the kingdom in shambles. The princess and her castle have been taken away by the villainous Origami King Ollie and sealed away with 5 large ribbons. It is up to Mario and his new ally Olivia to go on a grand adventure, free the castle from the ribbons, stop the evil Ollie, and rescue the princess. At its core, Origami King is a 3D platformer with a very unique turn-based combat system, but it still tries to be an RPG here. In battles, you will command Mario at the center of a circle area, and move enemies around him to line them up for the perfect attack. And this is what you'll be doing for most of this game. Either jumping on enemies in a row or using your hammer to smack a group of 4. And while I'm on attacking, one thing that annoyed me here were the boots and the hammers have durability and will break after a good number of uses. They do allow you to have 3 of each type equipped along with your default boots and hammer. You can even change your equipment during battle, so there was never a time I was without a weapon I wanted. Of course, none of this would be necessary if they just had weapons you would gather throughout the game and they didn't break. Please just stop throwing in weapon durability where it's not needed. If I get something called the strongest hammer, I shouldn't own 7 of them. They can't all be the strongest. That is not how that word works. Anyway, moving on. While there are variants to combat, like fighting papier-mâché enemies outside of combat, platforming puzzles, and a fair number of minigames, the combat ring is a large chunk of it. Where the game really takes advantage of the circle arena is with the boss battles. The boss battles place Mario on the outside of the ring, and he has to arrange the circle so he can get an advantageous attack position on the boss to do the most damage. Bosses will try and stop him by altering how the ring moves, stopping certain rings from moving, and other obstacles you will need to overcome to claim victory. However, at the end of the day, Paper Mario: The Origami King, it's not a 3D platformer, and it's not an RPG. It's a puzzle game. Each normal battle can be solved in 1 to 3 moves, and are designed for you to beat them in 1 turn. When an enemy dies, they drop gold and confetti, which the latter is used to fill in gaps around the world to help you progress. Which is part of the issue I have here. The enemy battles, they don't really matter in this game. There is no leveling system in Origami King. Instead, you find hearts around the world that increase your max health and slightly increase your strength. They can be in treasure chests or given to you by toads, but no enemy encounter will make you stronger. Enemy encounters only exist to allow you to practice the puzzle solving of the wheel and to give you money. Although, since boss battles use an altered version of the combat ring, they don't really help too much with that, so really the enemy battles don't serve much point. As far as combat goes, this game is not hard at all. Where this game will provide you a bit of a challenge is looking at which moves need to be made in the combat ring to allow for the 1-turn kill, or in the case of boss battles, let you get that perfect hit in. This game does only give you a certain number of seconds to solve each battle, but you can extend that time by spending gold in combat, or get help from the toads around the arena that will show you the first move is that you should make. One thing this game does a lot more of than I expected was instant game overs. Some dialogue choice or a wrong jump on a platform could kill Mario and end the game then and there. These popped up more at the end of the game, to the point where one of the later bosses only had instant kill attacks, and if you attacked him wrong, would also just kill you. While these did give you the game over screen, the game autosaves enough that you will start basically where it happened, so there's really no repercussions from it happening. The music in Origami King is good. Nothing subpar or flat out bad, it's just good. However, with that said, the boss battle music in this game were some of the best songs I have heard in a while. I would sometimes find myself not moving and just rocking out to the awesome track playing, usually to the point where I forgot about the timer and needed to drop some gold to get back to the puzzle. There is an audio gallery in the game where you can go back and listen to your favorite tracks if you so desire to. There really isn't a post-game here. I mean, you can go back and find toads you missed, look for any kind of hidden question blocks you might have missed, or find any treasure chests. However, the game gives you items to help you locate these fairly early on, so you'll complete most of it when you're actually just playing the game naturally. There is also a battle arena where you can challenge any of the old bosses, except for the last one. There's no super boss or a boss rush, just re-challenge the ones you want for fun, I guess. Also, no New Game Plus. It's not really warranted in this kind of game, but it's still worth noting. Paper Mario the Origami King is a good game. It isn't spectacular, it's not horrible, it's just good. A step in the right direction for the Paper Mario series for sure after the last couple games. I think what held this game back from being truly amazing was it didn't know what it wanted to be. This game had aspects of being an RPG, a 3D platformer, a puzzler, an action-adventure, all rolled into one. The issue is none were really perfected here, just thrown in because reasons. If they would have picked one or even two genres, they could have really built something truly amazing. Also, the characters were fun. They played off each other very well and even brought me to some emotions which I was not expecting from a Paper Mario game. Oh yeah, you can also do summons in battle, but only when the game wants you to, which is far and in between, so it felt unnecessary to mention it in the gameplay section. You will also notice I said Mario and Luigi at the start, but Luigi was absent from this review. While you do get allies that don't really help you in combat, Luigi was mostly used for comic relief and is kinda wasted, so again, I felt him not worth mentioning. With all that said, I have to give Paper Mario the Origami King a 7 out of 10. Thank you so much for watching my review of Paper Mario the Origami King. And that will do it for me. If you enjoyed this video, like, comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff to do with the video. My name is Kronos, and until next time, you have yourself a great day.